Alright, so let's see what else we got. Okay, we've got a bunch of other news. I think I'm just gonna go through them. Alright, Nintendo and Lego are teaming up to release the Lego Game Boy for US $59.99, 60 USD. The build consists of 421 pieces, its size accurate to the original Game Boy console back in the 90s, and will be out on 1st October. So you can pre-order that on, hold on. You can pre-order that nonsense later on. Yeah, October. Here's how it looks like. It looks pretty cool. I like it. Yeah. You can't play games, obviously, but it's nice to actually have that on display. If you can play games, yeah, it'll probably cost a bit more, and plus, you can find ways. You can find ways to play the old Game Boy stuff and whatnot. What else we got? Let's see. Alright, Microsoft is selling the Outer Worlds for US $69.99 instead of US $80. So, okay, a bit too late. Maybe they should have done that when they were talking about the game, or when they were presenting it last month. So, there's also gonna be a Poke Park, Kanto theme park, slated for next year in Japan. In addition, the upcoming, the Poke Park, yes, that's gonna have its own settings and whatnot. Not the real animals, just the display and whatnot. So that should be pretty fun to be around in, And upcoming game for Nintendo Switch 2, Pokemon Legends ZA, will be out on Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch, the original, on 16 October 2025. People are probably gonna buy the original Switch version to see how ass it will run. But yeah, please, by all means, if you have a Switch 2, this would be the best Pokemon game for you to buy. Julian Lefay, one of the creators of the Elder Scrolls series back in the 90s, Elder Scrolls Arena and Daggerfall Part 2, has died due to cancer. Really sad news. One of the founders, not Todd Howard. Todd Howard he was with Bethesda a while, but I think he only had his face in front of Bethesda as a producer from Elder Scrolls 4 onward. So for the OG Elder Scrolls before Part 3, before the revolutionary game, although to be fair, people would debate that Daggerfall would be the revolutionary game, which it is, definitely. Like, without Elder Scrolls 1 or 2, we probably wouldn't get Ultima Underworld 1 and 2. Or it could be the other way around, because I might be getting my history mixed up. I do know that, yes, Elder Scrolls was ahead of its time in terms of being an RPG with that perspective and that real-time kind of combat thing going on. So, it really sucks he passed away to cancer, so Godspeed. Thank you for the good memories. I personally could not run Elder Scrolls 2 because my PC was pretty shit. So, MS-DOS days, by the way. Ironic considering I would spend all my time trying to move heaven and earth running an Origin game like Wing Commander 3 or Ultima 7, The Black Gate, or Serpent Isle, the sequel. Yet for Elder Scrolls, I don't know, that was a blip on my radar. I wasn't a big Bethesda guy back in the day. I think I only got into Bethesda games like around not Morrowind, Oblivion, 4 and 5, because of, I guess, how it looks, the first person perspective, and just how packed the game is content wise, like the quest and the sub quests and the Dark Brotherhood stuff. Yeah, that's really good stuff. And also I got Ultima Cope, so I was kind of hoping EA would bring back Ultima, but nope, they didn't. They shit on their grave, more or less. So, yeah, Bethesda's legacy will still live on. Yeah, so thank you so much, Julian, for the huge contributions you've done for PC, computer, RPGing, tech, and gamehood. Alright, maybe before we end this, we've got a couple more pieces of news. HoYo Fest 2025 at Malaysia. I checked that out. That was good. Lots of queues, of course, lining up for freebies. I checked out a bunch of the stalls and a bunch of the pictures and whatnot. They got a nice bunch of standees and a bunch of displays for Zenless Zone Zero, Genshin Impact with the I want to say, I forgot the name of Mavuika's world, the Lava Land, yes. I'm going to call it Lava Land because I forgot the Teyvat's Fireworld. Yes, they got the dinosaurs popping up there, the displays. And there's even like a automobile showcase. They showcase all the cars with the HoYoverse design, decals, and liveries. Yeah, that's a proper term for that, but it's just car art. Yeah, lots of it right there. Really cool stuff on display. And also Artist Corner. Dojin Artist Corner. As long as you do HoYoverse content, you are good to set up shop there. I think the cost for that would be pretty little, considering they want to actually give promotions for not just the game, but also for the community and the artists of HoYoverse titles. So lots of Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, and ZZZ artwork, and some Honkai Impact the Third as well. Really cool stuff right there. It went on for the weekend, and it was pretty alright. And what also went on during the weekend is the FV Major 2025, a fighting game tournament set by Malaysian group Flash Vision. And let me see if I can read the winners list right there. I can talk about how the event went. It went as expected. I was there on Saturday. I had stuff to do. I had family stuff, personal stuff on Sunday. I did manage to catch the stream. Apparently the mall closed. Apparently the whole event ended at 4:30 a.m. I'm gonna assume the stream ended at 1:30 a.m. I'm guessing the extra 2 hours is just for pack up and clean up and all that, because you gotta make sure to tidy up and whatnot. But apparently it allegedly end like really late. So props to the mall owners for letting them get by with this. You know, there was probably some mismanagement. Who knows? Like maybe some mismanagement, time issues and whatnot. Just fights went on for pretty damn long, and yeah, it just went on for very long. So props to the security guards. Props to for keeping it real, letting them play their heart's content. Props to the people who actually had the energy to stuck around and play, and props to the organizers and help. I believe Magic Rain are the ones who help out. I hope they get paid extra for staying up so goddamn late, especially on the work day, which is the following Monday. So it's from Sunday night, and then it carried on until 4 a.m. Monday. So yeah, crazy stuff. Hopefully they got some planned stuff ahead. Yeah. Okay, I can read out the winners on my Twitter, on our Twitter. So FV Major 2025 results, Tekken 8, we've got Zaba, Mosin Shooter, and Creed Dynasty for second, third place. Street Fighter 6, I'm Chuan took first place, Fit 3 Amir from My Pro second place, and Infinite Carnage Brian 88 at third place. Good going. KOF 15, we've got Matt KOF, Xiao Hei, and Bai Rush for second, third place. And for Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves, first place goes to Matt KOF, second place goes to I'm Chuan, and Bai Rush is third place. Not bad. Of course, you could tell from the photos, it is a Flash Vision event, so you're gonna see a lot of My Pro folks running around. Like, the majority of them at the event are My Pro. So again, I was only there for one day. Maybe some other folks here can comment on that. So we'll go from there. And yeah, it is actually the last FE Major tournament before someone else takes over the reins. Whether it could be another tournament outlet or events manager to pull out tournaments like these to fill that void. I will say there'll be other people who might pick it up. Who knows? Whether they'll be scrupulous about it or not, we'll never know. So hopefully something can fill that void. I'll probably continue this chat another time with my good pal One from Enmia Gaming. He's a big fighting game guy, so he'll be the best person to talk with about this. Again, I've only got my thoughts and predictions, but I'd rather wait until after EVO. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what other news we got. Alright. And of course, what else happened during the weekend is, of course, the San Diego Comicon 2025 news. I'm just going to go through fast the stuff that I give a shit about. So, Marvel vs. Capcom Complete Works art book from Udon. It is the deluxe version they're selling, and it's available for pre-order right now for US $59.99. That is quite a steal considering there's new artwork, old concept work from Capcom, and everything in between. Also nice to see the Jiggly Girls guy, Ray Q, doing artwork still. So yeah, props. I always like seeing his cultured content. Yep. And yeah, let's see, on the anime and animation side, the first official image of Avatar 7 Havens popped up. So the picture itself showcased Earthbender with one leg called Pavi and an Airbender mentor figure named Jay. So the art and the style of the animation of the entire show is inspired by 90s anime and Mobius, according to its creators. And yeah, I can actually foresee this being a bit more fantastical and less industrial compared to the last show. So I'm just going to read the synopsis of the story. Seven Havens follows two earthbending twins when one discovers she's the Avatar, the latest person who can wield all four elements: air, water, earth, and fire. The new series is set in a world shattered by a devastating cataclysm. A young earthbender discovers yada yada. She's a new. This clip is paragraphs taken from, I think, Verge or Polygon. I'm not sure. One of them. Okay, a young earthbender discovers she's the new avatar after Korra, but in this dangerous era, the title marks her as humanity's destroyer, not its savior. So basically, Korra done effed up, huh? Holy crap. You're gonna see a lot of flashbacks about Korra's past life back then. Like what happened between the end of Avatar, Legend of Korra, and Seven Havens in between. We do know that she is she's dating Asami and probably married to her. Who knows? We'll see how that goes. And yeah, hunted by both human and spirit enemies, she and her long-lost twin must uncover their mysterious origins and save the Seven Havens before civilization's last strongholds collapse. Yeah, that's gonna be a heck of a wild ride. There's gonna be 2 seasons of this. Each of them will have 12 episodes. Oh no, 26 episodes. No, 26 episodes total. So it's like 13-13, I believe. Yep, 13-13. So now will be a good time to catch up on, let's see, The Last Airbender and Legend of Korra. I still remember having fun rewatching those. I definitely, like, Legend of Korra had some production issues, but it ended on a pretty good note. Like, people didn't like the first season, but it stepped up and did a better job with the third and the fourth season, the third and the fourth book. And let's see a couple more. 2 new characters for Marvel Cosmic Invasion popped up. So we have a total of 11 characters. The new characters are Silver Surfer and Beta Ray Bill. So you've got Spider-Man, Wolverine, Storm, Venom, Captain America, a couple of others. Hold on. Captain America, Wolverine, Spider-Man, Storm, Phyla Vale from Guardians, Venom, Nova, She-Hulk, Rocket Raccoon, and of course Silver Surfer and Beta Ray Bill. So Beta Ray Bill is actually the Thor stand-in. He's actually one of those aliens who's worthy of wielding the hammer or Mjolnir, but he has another hammer as well that he carries that he does around doing good and being a hero. Silver Surfer is the Herald of Galactus. Of course, he broke free from being the Herald and is now his own character. So he fights with the surfboard and everything. A really cool shit. Yep, cool stuff. Aztec Batman Clash of the Empires is coming to digital platforms. I guess digital download, or it could be on HBO on September 19th. Aztec Batman is about basically Aztec Batman, basically heroes from the Aztec period, the Mayans, Aztecs and whatnot, and having a conquistadors shaped after villains like Two-Face from Batman. You know, all made time period appropriate for the setting itself. So it'll be pretty cool to see. And then you got the bat with the big hog nose and all that. Aztec. And you've got the main character, a Mesoamerican kind of character. Doing the voice. The voice actor will be Horacio Garcia Rojas. Hazbin Hotel Season 2 will be premiering on 29th October. I really like the first season, so more cool shit happening from there. More singing. We get to see Sir Pentas as he is in heaven. You've got Abel popping up as one of the characters, one of the supporting casts. And a lot more singing and cool shit happening, per se. Yeah. And we probably get to see Lilith up to Lucifer's wife. Charlie's mom. Let's see. Peacemaker Season 2 is airing on 21st August. We're going to see a multiverse Peacemaker sort of thing going on. It's actually going to be a follow-up after Superman 2025. Should be pretty cool. Swear-laden and M-rated, of course, as usual. More stuff. A second Critical Role show will be popping up on Amazon Prime Video. It will be called The Mighty Nine. It's actually the sister campaign to Legend of Vox Machina, which is another Critical Role show. That's the first one. So you got the same cast, Ashley Johnson, Laura Bailey, Liam O'Brien, Taliesin Jaffe, is that how I pronounce her name? I'm not sure. Molly Mook, Travis Willingham, Sam Riegel, and Marisha Ray. And we got Matthew Mercer coming in because he actually created the campaign, so he'll mostly be narrating it. He won't be the voice guy. He will be doing the campaign. He'll be the story dungeon master guy doing this narration and maybe cameo a bit in the show and whatnot in his own storyline. Anyway, I really like the first 2 seasons of Vox Machina. 3rd season still catching up. Need to find some time, but so far so good. Good animation, good laughs, and good drama. What do you need? What do you need from a Dungeons and Dragons style kind of show with swearing and fucking and a lot more swearing and gore and whatnot. A new ending for Predator Killer of Killers has been inserted, so yeah, go check that out. It actually includes cameos of I think it's just a new shot of the characters from Predator 1 and 2. If you know, you know. The Long Walk gets a film adaptation. It is the novel by Stephen King. It stars Mark Hamill and a bunch of other characters, young actors, and basically it's a bunch of people who actually have to do the titular Long Walk, or else they die. Have to be the last person standing, and then they win a prize. And it's done in a very gritty horror, suspense, thriller kind of way. You know, just like how Stephen King did. He did The Mist, right? Yeah, and also Misery and It. Yeah, so thriller stuff going on. Should be good to watch. And last but not least, we got a spin-off for Rick and Morty announced during SDCC. It's called President Curtis. He has been a side character in the Rick and Morty show. He is basically the president of the United States, helping out Rick and Morty with stuff. I think he appeared in the Show Me What You Got episode. Yeah. And Keith David will be reprising his role as President Curtis. Stephanie Beatrice and Jim Rash will be lending their voice as the key staff members helping out President Curtis. So it should be fun. It'll hopefully be better than the Rick and Morty anime. That's just nonsense that went nowhere. But yeah, good to know that Rick and Morty is still going strong even without the lead voice guy on it, who got cancelled. Yeah, so mimicking the voice and all that, show's staying healthy. And that is it for my big ass segment on the game news. As for titles that we'll be checking out, you'll be finding that out next week or on the 31st. Yeah, alright. So with that, I think I'm gonna cap off the show. Thanks for watching. We'll be checking out more. We're gonna post new content as well on our channel, so do keep an eye out for that. We still got sub and dub videos as usual. Maybe some gameplay walkthroughs and whatnot. This is gonna be the only talk show host thing that we're doing for the next few weeks or so. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you want to check out more of our content, go to our website kakuchopurei.com. We've got the YouTube page Kakuchopurei, and do like and subscribe to us. Sub to us as usual. We post new content every week. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.